Yo, yo, yo. Welcome into the top of the bleachers. We are live, as you can see, on October the 10th, 2024. We are
Sorry,
hanging out,
my
chilling.
headphones off. Give me a second. I can't hear nothing.
It's all right. You ain't missing nothing. We appreciate everybody listening or watching out there. If you don't mind, please hit that like and subscribe buttons for us. We appreciate that. Woo pig.
See what one of
Hey.
my customers gave me today? This was a gift I got today, man.
Nice, 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 nice. I
Yeah.
need one of them. I need one of those myself.
Get your own customer.
You're right. I need some customers.
That's
Um, yeah, man, dude. Happy Thursday. I
today. Today's
slept a
my
little
hump.
wrong.
Today's my hump day. Most people's hump day is Wednesday. Thursday's my hump day. I'm halfway through the week, man. Halfway through the week. You slept wrong. You got a crick in your neck.
I got a crick in my neck. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I got.
weird because I woke up with a crick in my neck too.
Did you really?
Yeah,
This
sure
one goes
did.
all the way down into my whatever it is right there. My
Your
yeah
trapezians.
yeah one of them.
I
It
think that's
hurts.
your trapezium. I might be totally wrong. Your
I'm not.
trapezium might be in your leg or something. I don't know. I have no
I,
idea.
I thought that's something you jumped on. Your trapezia.
No, that's a trapeze.
Oh,
It's something that you swing from.
oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Hey, before we get started, I just want to say happy birthday, Caitlin Clark.
No.
Caitlin Clark's birthday today. Just say, I know she watches religiously every day. Just wanted to say happy birthday to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're such a nice guy.
Well,
Um,
our biggest fan. I want to give her a shout out.
yeah, I know, man. We actually have some footballs tonight, so
Yeah,
that's
man. Excited about
good.
that. We got
Yeah,
the Niners against the Sea Chickens.
them sea chickens, man, let me
Yeah.
down last week against the
Yeah,
Giants.
I don't think you were the only one they let down. They were undefeated and usually I ride that undefeated thing until it falls off. So they fell off. So
Yeah,
I might not pick them in a couple of games coming up.
but the Giants, oh, it made it hurt even worse. Then I
Yeah.
saw this article on Yahoo. Is Daniel Jones really good? I was like, whoa.
No, he's not. He's average at best, but
I was like, dang, that media turned quick on that one after one game.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. Anyway, should be a good game tonight.
I tell
Um,
you what, though, he does look a lot better since he got that wide receiver neighbors. Maybe if they got a couple of other pieces to go with him, and they would have kept Barkley, they
yeah, too
might.
bad they don't have a good running back.
Yeah,
Oh
idiot.
well.
Whatever.
Uh, yeah. Well, the Eagles. I don't know about them anyway. But anyway, the Niners and the Seahawks. Let's talk about them for a minute. Who'd you pick in this one? I forget now.
I took the Seahawks.
Did you? Let me see. I
Yeah,
think I took San Fran. Let me look. I did. I
San
took San.
Fran's only won 2 ball games this year. They don't look like the same San Francisco team that played in the Super Bowl last year. Some of that I think has to do with the fact that Dre Greenlaw is not back on the defensive side. Some of it's got to do with they're banged up on the offensive side, but whatever it is, they don't look.
No McCaffrey.
No, not having McCaffrey hurts,
Yeah.
but also the league is really good at catching up to what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
a rookie quarterback who has a good year, there's a good chance the next year he's going to struggle a little bit because they have a game film on him now.
Yeah.
And I think that might be a little bit of what happened to the Niners. Everybody's watching the game film, and I mean, I know they drool all over Shanahan and his offense and everything, but there's still only so much you can do. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, man, you're blowing up.
I am. I don't know what's going on. Maybe breaking news. Let's see. No, it ain't breaking news. Uh,
If it's anything like me, like I go all day and nobody calls me. Nobody calls me on the phone, nothing. All right.
turn that
I
off.
get I get busy doing something and all of a sudden my phone just blows up. It's like, what? Why are y'all calling me?
Well, it's tough because I do work like third shift basically, or sort of a hybrid third shift, whatever. But so people will be hitting you up all times of the day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And because they're on Pacific time, so they're 2 hours behind me. So even at like 7 o'clock at night my time, it's still only 5 o'clock there. You know?
You tell them, say, you might be on Pacific time, but I'm on specific time, buddy, and I'm off the clock.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, I got stuff on my phone that dings and emails and all that stuff. So, but anyway, I'll check all that after a while. I got some text messages too or something. I don't know. We'll see.
So are you taking the Seahawks in this one, or are
No,
you're gonna take the Niners?
yeah, I got the Niners in this one. I think they're going to come back. I don't know without McCaffrey though. Just not the
They just
same
don't.
team.
Yeah, they don't look as explosive. They just don't look
Mm-mm.
as explosive.
Even though their other running back, I forget his name now, but he's been playing well. He had a 100-yard game at least one.
Sanders, isn't it Sanders?
I don't know.
Or
Let me look this up here. I should have had this pulled up already.
Debo, or no, I might be thinking of somebody else. I don't remember.
Mason is last name.
Oh, okay.
105 carries, 536 yards on the year. You know, he's had a good year so far. So, but he's still not McCaffrey.
Yeah. Well, is this? I know this is two NFC teams. Are these two in the same division?
Yeah, they are.
This is a divisional game, right? So
Yeah, division
I'm
game.
expecting a close ball game. What's the line on this one?
The line is San Fran minus 3.5.
San Fran's the favored, huh? I
Yeah.
definitely am taking the Seahawks then. Well, I just think it's going to be like a field goal ball game.
Could be. I hate point spreads like that. I like them big ones. So I can
Yeah,
be like,
point spreads like that mean that the guys in Vegas got no idea what's going to happen, just like we don't know what's going to happen.
yeah, yeah. I might take San Fran in the points right there, or Seattle in the points right there. Might be a good bet. We'll see. I have to look at that later and see if the odds change before the game.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, man, did you hear Rafael Nadal,
Nadal.
Nadal,
Okay.
Nadal,
Yeah.
Nadal.
Tennis player, right?
Yeah, and he's been around for a long time. You know, he's been good for years and years and years.
Yeah. He played
He announced he's going to retire at the end of 2024.
Really?
Yeah, so kind of the end of an era a little bit. I remember Nadal with the headband.
I think he played against Pete Sampras. That's how long that sucker's been around, man.
Oh, jeez, please. He probably did. He pulled one out the back right there, Pete Sampras.
Yeah, I'm not a huge tennis guy. My dad liked tennis, so we watched tennis when I was younger. He would watch Wimbledon. He was big into like Jimmy Connors and McEnroe, and I kind of got into it when Andre Agassi came in. You know, that was right around, you know, the early 90s or whatever, and I got into it a little bit then. But honestly, tennis cannot keep my attention. It can if I watch it live. I've been to live tennis events like in high school and college, and
yeah,
I find that entertaining. But watching it on TV, I don't know. I always flip past it. It doesn't strike my interest or whatever.
I don't watch too much. Just some of the big ones, big names. I watch some a little bit. Like I've never been like, oh, the main event's on at 7 o'clock. I gotta sit down and watch it.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done that, but I've come across the final of something and watched it.
I was actually watching live when what's her name, Monica Seles got stabbed by the fan or whatever. Well, I was watching that live, man. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez. Remember that?
Yeah, it pretty much ended her career. I think she came back and played for a little bit, but she was never, you know, hard to play tennis when you're constantly looking over your shoulder to see if some idiot's on. I imagine she probably still has trauma over that.
Imagine.
Like somebody stands up behind her and she starts freaking out. I
Yeah,
would.
I probably would too.
Like everywhere I went, I'd have my back to the wall. Like, oh,
Uh,
they ain't sneaking up on me again.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, she pretty much never played after that anyway, because probably because of that. Let's
Well,
say.
she did come back and play. I want to say she played a tournament. Didn't do very well, but it was a big story that she was coming back to play the tournament. And then
Yeah,
I think that was pretty much the end of it. But
yeah.
he was one of those crazed fans that was in love with her, and which I don't, or maybe he was in love with Steffi Graf, so he was going to stab Monica, or something, kind of like the old Tanya Harding, Carrington thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. People are crazy. There used to be this TV show on early '90s, and it was called My Sister Sam. And the girl, it was a comedy. It came on right around the same time as My Three Dads. If anybody ever, I'm
What was the
going
name
way.
of it?
My Sister Sam.
Okay, yes, I remember this.
Okay, it was a sitcom, 30-minute sitcom, and I really enjoyed it. My mother enjoyed it, and we would watch it together. Anyway, some dude fell in love with the main actor on it. I don't remember her name,
Mm,
and showed up at her apartment and killed her. And then I think he
mm.
killed himself, which if he'd have done it the other way around, it would have been better. But anyway,
Wow, I
and
think I remember this.
I
She was
remember,
the younger sister.
mm, yes, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, what would possess somebody to do that?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
now
don't know.
we've gone from that to, you know, having active shooter drills at schools and stuff. So anyway,
Yes, the
side
world has
subject there.
changed.
So sorry about that.
Anyway, tennis. Yeah, tennis is losing a great one. There's all I was bringing up anyway. I'm not a huge tennis fan either, but I knew the name, recognized the name, and
Oh
like you
yeah,
said, I
it's
definitely recognized some of those names that you mentioned: Jimmy Connors
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Macaron, Chris Evert, and Martina, and all those.
Pete Sampras and Federer and all those guys.
The
Yeah.
ladies were really
What
good
was
back then too.
what was that guy's name? He was German. I think he was German. Borg. Uh,
Borg, yeah,
yeah, I can't remember it. Boris or something like. I don't remember.
yeah, he was good too.
Yeah, he was.
There was a lot of good ones in there, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. I saw Texas officially announced that Quinn Ewers will start when they go play Oklahoma this weekend. Uh, what's your thoughts on that? You think that's good or is that bad for Texas?
Uh, it depends on how rusty he is, I guess. I mean, it was his ribs, right? Wasn't that the reason he
Uh,
was out? Was his ribs?
Something like oblique or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
You ever tried to throw a football without using your ribs or your obliques, man? Kind of tough to do.
I can imagine.
Uh, I expect he'll do okay. He's got a good offense around him. He's got a good defense to help him out if he struggles to start off. Uh, I have OU picked in this ball game because I will try not to pick Texas anytime I can. I avoid picking Texas,
Yeah, I'm
but
thinking about taking my. I think about changing my pick.
there might there might be a little drop off and say the first quarter, maybe even the first half, him knocking the rust off or whatever. But I figure if they lose this ball game, I don't figure it'll be because of Quinn Ewells or Ewers or Jalaja, whatever they call him, Big E.
All right, yeah. I don't think it's a big deal. I think he was the leader coming in to the year. I think the team knows that. I think they probably told them as soon as he's healthy, he'll be back. I think it was a big deal that he wasn't going to start. You know what I mean?
Now
So I think
Arch did a good job filling in for him.
yes,
Uh,
he did.
he
Yes,
needs
he
to be
did.
praised. He needs to be praised for that. And
Yeah.
if I was Arch Manning and they would put me back on the bench, I would just go ahead and jump in the transfer portal and go somewhere like Arkansas. I think
Yeah.
that would probably be the best thing. That way you can face them again. You can show them what they're missing. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think that would be the way to go if I was Arch Manning.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Boy, would it. Boy,
That would be
would
some,
it.
that would be something. Arkansas's got some good quarterbacks coming in over the next couple of years, especially if they get that Kane Archer kid who's like a 9-year-old right now, but phenom. He's not 9.
Well, they got
He's like a freshman or sophomore or something, but he's ridiculous.
I know they got the quarterback here from Conway. Last name's Wilson. I know he's going up there. He's
Grayson.
yeah, he's already committed to the
Yeah.
university. So I don't
Yeah,
know,
we'll see.
man. I don't know.
All right, let's see. Well, I I picked Texas in that game, but it hurts my heart, hurts my soul to say that out loud. So I'm thinking about changing my pick, just to be honest with you.
All right, I got a question for you, man. We're gonna go to basketball. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. I know you're an Orlando Magic fan.
I
Okay.
is. Mm,
By the way, I think Disney World pretty much got destroyed by this hurricane. They showed pictures of the castle and the water was up above the doorway. So might be a little while before Disneyland's up and running again.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what they're going to do about ball games and all that stuff because the preseason's already started. I don't even know what they're
They'll
going to do.
probably just have to play, in a different location for a while.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
Anyway, would you move KCP to the bench if
Okay.
it meant that Anthony Black would start at point guard and Suggs could play his natural position? So you'd have, AB backed up with Cole, Suggs backed up with KCP, and then you'd have
Yeah.
Franz and Pablo and all them guys.
Yeah. Um. As a starting lineup,
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that. I've been wanting Suggs to play point guard. I wanted him to play point guard all last year. He pretty kind of did,
Well, they
but
apparently they say his natural position is shooting guard or something like that.
I don't think he's big enough. You know what I mean? I think they'd be better at defensively with Suggs and KCP because KCP already proved he can play defense. AB's good defensive too. Like you can't go wrong. AB and Jet Howard both look like they're going to really be like they are going to take that next step to help the team this year. You can tell already, like in the preseason, in the summer league, they both did really well. They look good so far. Uh, but I don't know if he's better than Suggs yet. You know what I mean? So I would want Suggs and KCP first to start, and plus that gives us a lot more size. I think better defense. To be honest, that's a shooting guard position too. So I don't think I would.
Well, I
I
like
think
that.
I'd keep
I like
Suggs.
the idea of Anthony Black coming off the bench and being one of those guys that maybe vies for the Sixth Man of the Year award.
Hmm.
I'd like to see him get more playing time. I would like to see him get more playing time.
Yeah, because he can come in and you can play Suggs and KCP at the shooting guard. You know, you can get a good rotation there. You know, what I mean,
Plus,
lots of guys can get rest. So
plus Anthony's gives you size at the point guard, and he'll rebound for you. He's proven he'll go
mhm.
in and mix it up and rebound for you.
And he's been working on his threes. You can tell, like he's hit. I saw yesterday in the preseason game, he hit a couple of threes, which is that he's going to have to be able to do that at this level. That was his only. That was one of his knocks coming in the league was, can he shoot? You know, so looks like he's making strides.
Dude, he would be a junior at the university right now, and Cal would have a hold of him.
I know. I was thinking about this yesterday. You know, if kids stop leaving college, does that mean we're going to have 4 years of
It means that with the NI
how's that going to work? You know what I mean?
with the with the NIL money, you got a better chance of keeping a kid longer. I don't know if you're going to get 4-year kids, but you might get a 2 or 3-year kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like these teams
Because
might be crazy good. Like
that's what I'm hoping for. That I think that's
that's
what
crazy.
all these coaches are hoping for. They're hoping that by giving them this NIL money, they give them incentive not to run off to the league and do the one and done thing.
Yeah.
Because you can make a decent amount if you're a good player playing college ball.
Yeah. Just think, man.
I mean,
If if you took the
you're
last 3 years right now of all these schools right now, just think. I mean,
yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. The teams that you would have, like
Well, it would be the same as those teams that you had in the late '80s and the early '90s. You had those 4-year teams with
Duke
freaking
and
Grant Hill and Krishner or
Leitner. Yeah,
Christian Leitner and you know you just Tim Duncan at Wake Forest. I think he stayed like 2 3 years. Uh,
yeah, probably four. I think.
yeah, Canby stayed at UMass for a while before he ran off. I mean, it just
Yeah,
you would have better basketball all the way around.
it would. It really would. These teams are going to be so good, man. It's crazy. Like
That's
just,
why, yeah,
I was
that's
thinking because if say because not everybody's a senior. I don't think we have, but maybe two seniors because Brazil's a junior, right?
yeah, I think so, yeah, because he got a
So
year of medical when he blew out that knee or whatever.
just think if that's the only two we lose. We lose Adu and Nelly. They leave. Everybody else comes back. Say, all right, that's seven dudes.
Yeah,
Okay, and he's fixing to bring in at least three or four other dudes.
yeah.
How is that supposed to work? And then say you go another year. Now you got 3 years worth of these.
That's why I think that
Like,
they're gonna have to go to some sort of contract or something because if you got 7 dudes sitting on the bench and then you bring in 3 freshman dudes,
yeah,
those freshmen aren't going to want to sit on the bench,
right,
you know,
right, yeah,
which also gives some of these smaller schools, some of these mid majors, a chance for to pick up some of these freshmen that aren't getting any playing time that were 4 or 5 stars when they came out.
yeah, yeah. It's just, I think it's
But
interesting how it's going to play out here.
but that all depends on your coach too. Now, if I'm the coach, I'm kind of like you. I'm going to put the best chance to win the ball game on the floor. Okay. Yeah, you might be a 5 star, but you suck at defense. So guess what? You're not going to get much playing time. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's going to tick off a lot of kids. So you're still going to have a lot of really good players that are going to jump into the portal
yeah.
because
The
if the
portal's going to be
kid
crazy.
if kids start staying 2 or 3 years, you're only going to have so much room. You know,
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then also, does that diminish the freshmen coming in maybe a little bit too?
a
Because
little bit, yeah.
now the transfer portal is going to be full of dudes. It's going to be full of people.
Yeah, but now you can also go and do that whole thing where like at the end of the year you can go and dip your toe in the water and see what the NBA scouts think of you.
Hmm.
And so you're going to lose some players to attrition that way. You know, they're going to be like, yeah, you could go back for your 3rd year, but you're ready right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
that's true.
you're going to
I
lose
think
some of them
I
that
think
way.
that's gonna cause more to come back though, because I think there's so many of them that go do that, and then like, well, you could get a two-way, and
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, yeah.
pay you 200,000 a year, and they're thinking, well, I could go back to college and make 800.
See, it surprised me when Caitlin left her deal that she had in college to go to the WNBA because she was probably going or she probably did take a pay cut because she already had a bunch of NIL money coming in with State Farm and a couple of other things. I
She
mean,
wasn't a senior.
no, she was not a senior. She could have come
That,
back another year.
that's wild. That's crazy.
So
Hmm.
I
Okay.
just I was kind of surprised that she did it, but I guess she
Yeah.
was ready to move on.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, moving on here a little bit. I saw a quote by Jerry West that I thought was interesting.
All right, we're in basketball. Let's talk about it.
His quote says, "I almost wish that I had never played or worked for them." And he was referring to the Lakers. What do you think about that? I didn't know there was a feud between them, I guess, to be honest with you, but uh, that's
I
pretty
don't think
harsh.
that I
It's
don't
pretty
think the
harsh.
bu- I don't think the buses and the West and Jerry West ended on
Apparently
friendly
not.
friendly terms or whatever. Uh, I don't think it was made public or that there was, Jerry West didn't go out and run them into the ground or anything like that. But I don't think
Let's
they
see, let's see.
ended on the best hands. I don't know. That's something coming from the logo, man. That's something coming from the logo. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've had jobs before where I thought to myself, "Man, I've been better off if I'd never even had that job." You know.
Yeah, that would be a tough job. That would be a tough job. I don't know what happened for them to go sour, but I think I don't know if it's sour necessarily. Just so much stuff happened, I guess, because they had the stuff with Kobe, uh,
Well,
the
that
Olympic
was
teams, stuff.
yeah, that was the biggest mistake ever made,
What's that?
and it was made by Kobe and Shaq not playing together. Dude, they could have had 7 championships in a row if they would have just gotten over their egos and played together, you know.
Yeah,
And
Shaq was something else, man.
I think that's what West wanted. West is like, man, I put the 2 greatest players of their generation on the floor together. We should have multiple championships. And they did win some, but it just
Yeah,
it just didn't, and I've heard Shaq talk about it, about how bad he felt about it when he got older, and you get older, you get wiser, you look back at stuff, you
yeah,
know, and he
yeah,
didn't feel like he handled it the right way. And Kobe probably felt the same way, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those two.
But I
Um,
can totally understand where West is coming from, because I wouldn't want to be associated with the Lakers either.
well, they had a good run while he was there.
Uh,
Let's see. Next up here,
Let's go back.
so
Let's go back to football, man. Did you hear about Jabril Peppers?
Jabril Peppers. I heard he got arrested or something. What was the deal?
Dude,
Hmm.
he didn't
There's a
just
long
get
list.
he didn't just get arrested, dude. All right. He's a Patriot safety. That's who he's playing for now. He's playing for the Patriots. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Was arrested early Saturday morning. All right. Police said he was being charged with
Mm,
assault and battery with a dangerous weapon,
mm,
strangulation, and possession of a Class B substance.
mm. Drugs then.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Mm.
guess he tried to strangle somebody. Of course,
Wow.
his lawyer says that he's totally innocent, and he claims that they have video proof of his innocence.
Hmm.
I was like, well, I mean, if you got video proof, that's good. I mean, that helps you out. It didn't help Ray
Yeah.
Rice out any. Ray Rice, I mean,
Yeah.
the video
Maybe
evidence pretty much sealed sealed his fate.
video evidence of you not choking someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't. I was
Uh,
gonna choke him, but then I backed off. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it,
I just made the like I was going to, but I didn't really do it. Okay.
man.
I did not inhale. Right.
It also didn't say that who he assaulted. I have no idea if it was a woman or a man, or
Mm.
maybe it was a referee that he caught outside. Catch me outside. I don't know. I have no idea. But speaking
Yeah.
of the Patriots, this week Drake May gets his start.
I saw that. I saw
Mm.
that. I don't know how to feel about that yet.
Tell me your feelings on that, Big.
Well, I like Jacoby. You know what I mean? I know he gets thrown around all over the league and he's a veteran and he's a backup and all that, but he does good everywhere he goes. Like I I don't know.
Jacoby is
Get these high profile uh, draft picks and it's like they can't wait to put them in. They can't wait. They lose a game. Oh, we got to put the guy in. It's like give the guy some time to develop and
well,
you know,
Jacoby needs a situation like Geno ran into with the Seahawks. He needs somewhere where he can prove himself, and the coach will allow him to prove himself without sticking in some new kid or somebody else.
Yeah.
I think Jacoby's a good quarterback. I don't know if he's, got what it takes to take your team to the playoffs or whatever. But as far as game management and stuff, I mean, he knows how to read a blitz. He knows how to go through his progressions. He's somewhat of a dual threat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am interested to see what Drake May can do. I really liked him in college. Kid's got a gun on him, man. He has got a gun. Big kid. He's like 6'6" or something like that. Big
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him. I'll see what he can do.
But he got to play a little bit in the preseason, and he didn't impress me in the preseason. So
That's
hopefully he's taken some steps forward since then.
that's what I was fixing to say. It was based on the preseason, which take that for what it is, But
And who are
I
they
don't know.
open? Who's he playing his first game against?
Patriots are at home against Houston.
Dang. Dang, that's a pretty good defense to go up for on your very first start. But you know what?
Yeah,
I
at
mean,
home though.
you got to do it at some point. I mean, Bo Nix took the Broncos on the road to Seattle to play in his first game. Got beat, but he had to travel on the road his first game. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of football, let's stay on the football train for a minute here.
okay,
So the Jets continue their freaking whatever you want to call it, dysfunction. Right? Let's fire the coach.
mm-hmm.
Now they've come out and said we're not going to let Hackett do any more call playing,
huh.
calling the plays. And then what was the quote from Aaron Rodgers that you told me? Because you said him and Hackett are supposed to be good friends, right?
Supposedly,
But Aaron,
but Aaron's quote was, I can't find it now. Apparently, I didn't put it in the show file. Aaron's quote was something to the effect of,
friendship don't matter or something.
Good friends are good friends and good times don't win football games or something like that. So even though we're friends,
I find that just shitty. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, being a team and coming together and winning and being friends with those guys and stuff like that, that is fun. That is fun. Why would you say
that? Because first of all, Aaron Rodgers thinks that the only person that matters on earth is Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
Apparently.
The New York Jets have bent over backwards, given this man everything that he wants. And I mean everything that he wants. And now the head coach is gone. I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers told him to get rid of the head coach, but it wouldn't surprise me. And now the offensive coordinator is not calling the plays. And it sounds like from the quote that it was Aaron's idea. So when we get to the end of the season, and the New York Jets are a 500 ball team and they haven't made the playoffs, you New York Jet fans can totally blame your general manager, Aaron Rodgers. Because that apparently is the role that they have given Aaron Rodgers. Whatever you want, we'll give it to you. Here it is. What else can we do for you? Oh, please don't leave us. Please be our quarterback. And then the games that he has gone out and quarterbacked in, he ain't impressed me. I mean, he looks like he's 2 years older. That's what he looks like to me.
Yeah, he does.
I think
he looks slow.
I think their chance at a Super Bowl was last year. And when he snapped that Achilles on the fourth play, that was the end of it. They should have sent him to the house packing and went and found him a new quarterback.
Bro, he's one hit away.
Yeah.
This man is one hit.
Did you
away.
see the video of him crawling around on his hands and knees trying to get up after getting? I mean,
he's one hit away, bro. One hit away, and he's done.
And it's really sad to see the greats go out that way. It's
I know.
some of the greats cannot fathom the fact that they can't play anymore. Favre
Yeah.
was that way.
Oh
Peyton
yeah.
was almost that way. Peyton
Definitely
was
Favre.
Peyton was not that great of a quarterback the last year they won the Super Bowl. I mean, he was handing the ball off. I mean, he was.
Did you hear about Brett Favre?
Oh no, no, now what? What's he
Hang
done
on.
now?
No, he didn't do anything. He's got something.
He's got something like a disease.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hang on. I want to say it was, Parkinson's or something like that, but let me see here.
I mean, it wasn't but a couple years ago, wasn't it? Just like
Parkinson's.
wasn't it like just 3 or 4 years ago that Aaron Rodgers quit talking to his entire family?
Yes.
Like I don't want you in my life anymore. You're too
Well,
much of a distraction, or what? I don't know what his reasoning was, but
does
the
it matter?
guy is just maybe he's taken one too many concussions. Maybe that's what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers. I have no idea.
Maybe.
But he took what was a great legacy and he's turned it into crap, pretty much. I
It's
mean,
starting to.
I hate to say this about one of my favorite players of all time, but it's exactly what Michael did when he went to the Washington Wizards. He just kind of tarnished his legacy. He should have never even went. He should have just went to the house. Been like, see ya. I've always kind of admired Barry Sanders because Barry was like, deuces, I'm out. See y'all later. I got my money. I got my Heisman Trophy. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Still has his health, can still get up in the morning.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Well, it wasn't nobody hitting him anyway.
That's true. That guy was insane, man.
Speaking of hitting, did you see what Mike Tyson? This Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight's coming up, it's supposed to be rescheduled. I don't know if it has been yet or not, but I guess it has. Tyson says, "Ain't no way it's going the distance."
Okay. I agree.
You agree or disagree? You agree?
It's going to go long enough for Mike Tyson to walk across the ring and hit Jake Paul in the face. And then it's going to be over. This guy is insane, man. You need to watch some of his workouts and stuff. He looks like he could still get in the ring with the actual heavyweights, not Jake Paul, but actual heavyweights. He looks like he could still get in the ring and probably do some damage. I think I hope Jake Paul is taking out a nice insurance policy on his teeth.
Well, he's beat some pretty good dudes. He
I'm
beat
not.
an
I'm
MMA
not.
dude. He beat some real boxers.
Dude,
So, I
the
mean,
baddest man on earth is about to be
yeah,
in the ring across from you.
yeah, but he's like 150. You know what I mean? I mean,
Dude, he's been doing so much of that DMT and smoking so much weed that he's liable to get in there and beat Jake Paul up, and then the referee, and then the ring girl, and a couple of people on the front row, man. This guy is nuts. He went to prison for rape. He went to prison, came out with a tattoo on his face. Okay. They don't have tattoo guns in prison. That was put on by a needle and some guy poking you. Okay. This guy is insane. Okay. And I can guarantee you when he was in prison, he wasn't catching, he was pitching, if you know what I mean. I would not go near this guy for anything. I don't even want to go on his podcast to visit with him. The man had a tiger in his house. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Jake Paul is an idiot. Okay. Now I'm sure he's going to get paid. I'm sure he's going to make good money. And when I was a kid, and Tyson, I say kid, when I was a teenager, and Tyson was knocking people out, people always say, "Oh, I'd let Mike Tyson punch me in the face for $1 million." I would not. Because you're going to need every bit of that $1 million. You're going to end up paying it to the hospital to get out. You're going to need dentures. You're going to need all kinds of stuff, man.
Oh man, that would hurt. That would hurt.
No,
so bad.
No. And if he was to hit you in the midsection, okay, We're talking ruptured spleen, ruptured kidney. He pop your liver in half. I mean, now, now I ain't getting in the ring with a guy. Well, first of all, I don't mess with any guy that has a tattoo on his face. Okay, that should be like number one rule. Okay, don't mess with the dude. I don't care if he's out of shape. I don't care if he smokes 8 packs of cigarettes a day. Do not mess with a guy with a
This guy
tattoo
just
on his
don't care
face.
about life, right? That guy just don't care about
You
nothing.
remember Bam Bam Bigelow? You
Mhm.
remember had fire tattooed on his bald head. Listen, I have several tattoos. Okay. No, sir. It takes a man to get a tattoo on your face or your head. Okay.
All
No,
right. I believe you.
no, 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 no. Ain't doing it. And I
Okay.
all the respect in the world. Well, I wouldn't say respect. All the kudos in the world to Jake Paul for thinking up this idea and getting Tyson to buy into it. And
So
he's gonna
what
make a fat little check out of it, but it could be the
hmm.
end of his career.
I want to make a bet with you on this because I think Tyson's going to win too because I think he's Mike Tyson.
He's
But
freaking Mike Tyson, man.
but he's so old, man. I worry. I worry he's so old.
Well,
Paulo.
he's not going to have to go. If you're worried about endurance, they're
Can he
not
take
going.
a punch? You know what I mean? Can he take a
They're not.
punch? Or is he gonna be all hit one time and off balance and fall down? You know what
I
I
don't.
mean?
But you're talking about Mike Tyson. If you get him off his game, he's going to bite off a piece of your body. Okay.
True, true.
Tyson's going home with a piece of you. Whether it's
Okay.
on the end of his boxing glove or in his teeth, he's going home with a piece of you. I'm sorry, dude. I just
All
now
right.
he's in his 60s. He is in his 60s, but I've watched his workouts, and I'm telling you, this guy is a beast. He is still a beast, dude.
All right. I'll take your word for it. We may have to put some money on this or something because I want to see Tyson win.
I take it this is going to be a pay per view.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm not. If you want to buy it, I'll come watch it, but I ain't paying for it because that's exactly what Jake Paul is wanting. He's wanting all you idiots to buy the pay per view and watch his butt get knocked out by Mike Tyson, and then he's gonna go home with a bag full of money.
I know. I can watch it on YouTube like the next day. So
It don't even have to be the next day. I think X about 10 minutes after it's over, they'll just start throwing clips up on it.
yeah, they will. They will. Well, that leads into speaking of psychomaniacs and
Wait. You're not going into 988, are you?
I was, yeah, why?
No, no. I got one more thing I want to talk about, man. I got one more thing.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
So the other day we did
I
our little
saved that
show.
one to the end just so I could go into mental health. I want you to know that. Anyway, go
I'll,
ahead.
I'll work it in somehow. We went on the show the other day with Dale and his friends, and we were talking about football games. And one of the games that they brought up was Ohio State and Oregon. Okay.
Okay.
And I was just wanting to get your opinion on this ball game. Do you think that Ohio State's really the real deal? Like they're going to go into Oregon and they're going to be their first decent opponent of the year if you want to be truthful. It's their first decent opponent of the year.
Yeah.
Are they gonna pull an Old Miss and go in there and crap the bed and everybody's gonna be like, oh, I can't believe we paid $100 million for this team? Or are they gonna go in there and take care of business?
Man, I hope it's the first one because I'm gonna laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. But and it's Ohio State though, man, and we know they're talented. I
No.
don't think they're gonna go in there and get blown out or anything like that. I do think Oregon's playing better each week. Um, man, that's a tough game.
That's gonna be a that's gonna
Uh,
be a fun one to watch. And
for sure.
what I expect to happen is what happens in most Ohio State games. 3/4 of the ball game, they're gonna be getting beat, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom to take a leak, and I'm gonna come back, and they're gonna be up 35 somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of suspect that Ohio State will win that football game, but I do think it'll be close, and I think Oregon is much better than what people think. Even though they're ranked high, they're ranked what, third or something or whatever, second and third or something like that. I forget what they are.
Well,
Anyway, they're both highly ranked.
I'm going to say go Ducks.
Oh,
Go Ducks, man.
I'm definitely gonna be rooting for Oregon for sure.
They need to
But
run the flying V.
that'd be hockey.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, it's been a long day, man.
it has been. I'm gonna eat some
Yep.
dinner and probably watch this game and take another nap.
It's been a long day, and I really need to pay attention to my mental health when it's a long day like this.
You
And
probably should.
everybody needs to pay attention to their mental health. 988 is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. You can also get there by 1-800-SUICIDE. Big and I are big proponents of taking care of yourself and taking care of others. The world only works if we put others before ourselves, guys. I know it's a crazy thought to put somebody else before yourself, but it actually makes the world work a lot better. So check on people that you are worried about. Check on people that you think might be struggling. It doesn't mean that you have to become best friends with them. Just drop them a line, send them a text, invite them out to dinner or something like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes, I was thinking about these flood victims that are going home to nothing. You know, just
yep,
there are people struggling everywhere. You're not the only person struggling. Other people are struggling, and there are people out there that would love to talk to you about it. So
true.
don't do life alone. 988. Call the number if you're having problems. And that's about all I got, brother.
Well said, man. Do not do life alone. I'm just be honest with you. Doing something for somebody else and not wanting anything or expecting anything in return will bring you more joy than you really understand. If you can start to do that with an open heart, it will change your life.
Do some charity and don't take credit for it.
Yeah.
You won't believe how good you feel about yourself with nobody knowing. You'll
Yep.
feel awesome about yourself.
It ain't about getting the praise sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just about doing what's right, and that makes you feel good. So
I
don't do
I I agree.
don't do life alone, man, and have a good evening. Peace out. Check you later.
Woo, pig.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.